if anybody has ever suffered through physical abuse, I know what it feels like. Now, I'm not saying that every single physical abuse is bad. Then it is like a frequent debate between parents and kids and whole different status, but it is like a good idea to realize that everything people do, like the kids do, is not always done correctly through parents' side. So I am here to talk to you guys about discipline and the different ways that we can go without using physical abuse and different strategies, what is abuse, through parents as well. So in my survey, 9% of you guys said that you guys have children, 91 of you guys said that you would desire children, and 54% believed that disciplinary actions, which correlates to 72% of you guys have been physically abused before. Now, I mean, as you guys can see, all of you guys have, or most of you guys have suffered some sort of punishment through this. So physical abuse in your child is not the way to go. Now, a child does not know right from wrong since the beginning. So as a parent, you should be able to step in and help the child know right from wrong in a good and healthy manner to help them realize the different ways that they can go from a situation. So child abuse reports involve 7.5 million children, and 74.9% of victims are neglected. And this is coming from the American Society for Positive Care. So many of the parents actually say that hitting their child is only strict parenting, and that the only way they do that is because they want to scare the child from redoing it again, which is not the right way to go. Parents should be able to step in and help them learn from in a healthy manner so they know that next time they do it, that's not the correct way to do it. So now the question is spanking your children effective? As we can see that many parents feel like full of stress, so then just hitting your child is like the way to go. Just go ahead and do it. That's like the last thing you do. Because you just want to get something out of it so then they know what's right and wrong. But it has been said that it's the least effective method by the American Academy of Pediatrics. And we also know that children feel humiliated, they feel devastated by the incident, and they feel helpless, which doesn't help the child at all. So it's easier for them, the knowledge that they gain from this is just easier to not get caught next time, to just do it and to just be sneakier about it, which is not correct, right? Because you wouldn't want somebody to do something and then redo it again, and then what was the whole purpose of you trying to teach something if it didn't go through correctly? Now, research shows that there's an American myth that says that parents that don't spank their child are going to end up being crazy and that they're going to be wild and reckless. But it has been shown that parents that don't hit their kids always end up being in school more, and that they behave well, and that they, not only that, but when they grow older, their social psychological problems are less than what a regular person or kid that has been spanked before. Because I mean, if spanking was really the deal, then many of other kids that have been spanked wouldn't have to go through disciplinary actions again, and they would learn better and faster. But we don't see that. So the problem is that parents have to be more a modeling aspect towards their kids. Because if you hit your child, kids only learn through modeling, through parenting modeling. So if you do it, what makes you think that when your child grows older, won't do it? So the next thing is, what are the alternatives towards this solution? So I have 4 solutions to this problem, which is just kind of get calm, leave the situation, and then come back to it, relax, and see what you can do about it. Also, take your time for yourself. You don't want to take out all your stress on your kid, because that doesn't help you or your child at all either. And be kind and firm, get at a level, relax, tell them what you want them to do, and then get it through their brain, just slowly, so they know what's the correct way to deal with these kinds of situations. Use logical consequences, because if you use those logical consequences, this will make your child learn responsibly, know what responsibility really is, and take actions for what they do. And last but not least, you should show love and affection toward your child. Because if you show that, as they get older, they will have better connection with you. Trust issues won't be a problem, and that would just help both of you guys. And yeah, I'm sorry. And then last but not least, I just want to encourage the 27% rest of you guys that said that you guys would take disciplinary actions. I want to reconsider for you to just take other alternatives and show the different ways that you can just deal with your child. And to conclude this, children that get spanked, honestly, just get aggressive. They know that violence is the way to go, and we wouldn't want that. They feel helpless, they feel humiliated, and they don't feel good at all when that happens. And in the end, when they get older, they just feel revenge sometimes, they get depressed, and sometimes they even hit their own child, and you don't want that. There's different ways to do this, and effective discipline